If you're an edu fitter, you've probably seen the phrase, integrity, appear in internal newsletters or heard it in daily conversations with colleagues. Integrity is one of our 4 core values. This video will give you the most basic concept of integrity. In life, as well as at work, many of the decisions we make are based on commitments, maybe commitments to ourselves or to others. But let's think about it. How many times have we broken the commitments we made? Just one more delay for this appointment, just one more meal and then I will exercise, just a little more sleep tonight and then I'll read a book tomorrow. Integrity is the most basic and important lesson in life, because it will clearly define who you are and your trustworthiness in the eyes of others. Can I rest assured when working with you? Part of the definition of integrity at EduFit is that integrity means honoring our words. That means when I say A, I definitely will do A. A promise is a promise, which reminds people to think carefully before making a promise, because it cannot be changed, so we must keep what we say and do what we say. But in reality, things don't always go our own way. If I find that I cannot do it as defined above, you will need to do 3 steps. 1. Immediately notify all the people involved in Promise A. 2. Find out the impacts of not keeping Promise A and deal with the consequences. And 3. Make new proposals. Let's take a look at a few case studies. John had an appointment for an interview with Emily at 3 p.m. on August 1st, but he also had another scheduled meeting that was extended until 3:30 p.m., which prevented him from being on time. However, before 3 p.m., John did not inform Emily about the postponement of the interview schedule to 3:30 p.m., causing Emily to have to wait without knowing when he would arrive for the interview. In this situation, John didn't have integrity. Integrity can also be seen through simple tasks. For example, your team has a meeting at 9 a.m. and you show up 10 minutes before the meeting to prepare well for the meeting. Or, Ms. Sarah, the grade 5 literature teacher, fulfilled her promise to turn in the literature lesson plans to the program director before 5 p.m. on July 31st, and the plans met the requirements and did not need to be edited. Integrity is keeping your promises, not only in terms of deadlines but also in the quality of what you promise. Another example of integrity is, during the regular meeting of CIS, the director of the Dewey Schools, Tay Ho Tay campus promised to hold a meeting with the Academic Division, ERPC, and the Office of the Superintendent on July 14th to agree on the high-quality learning and global citizenship goals for the TDS system. After receiving the meeting schedule, the superintendent accepted it because the meeting was very important. However, the superintendent noticed that this meeting and another meeting with the quality assurance team would take place at the same time. This other meeting was also important, and without it, a series of procedures would not be issued, so the superintendent immediately informed Mr. Bang, QA manager, to reschedule the meeting with the QA team for another time that day. Therefore, both meetings would still take place as desired without affecting the overall work plan. Honoring our words has more of an impact on those around us than we think. This can be expressed through work and family life. If you honor your words, it will be an example for your child to follow. It could be your promise that you would help your child to practice riding their bike on the weekend or that you would pick him up on time. What example would you want your child to follow in the future, someone who keeps their promises or not? Certainly you also have your own answer. The good news is that, honoring your words, or, your words and actions go hand in hand, is not a difficult thing to do if you are aware of it and actively practice it. First, be serious about your words, and only make commitments that you believe you can fulfill. Then, write them down in the places where you usually save your work. Scientific research has shown that writing down the things you want to do increases the completion rate by 86%. To keep commitments, you should make a to-do list and include within it specific dates or time frames in which you will complete each item. Google Calendar, which is used frequently at EduFit, is an extremely useful tool to remind you of your promises. You can add tasks you will have to perform through the Add Task function to be reminded automatically. Adding a task on the calendar will provide you with personal reminders which won't be seen by your colleagues. Or you can also use the Add Event function to invite your colleagues to these events to increase your commitments. We hope you now have an overview of integrity at EduFit through this video. Thank you for watching.